Okay, let's get back to modeling, and what we're going to do now is connect up the eyes to the mouth and nose, all three together into one seamless mesh. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about the anatomy of the face and keeping the edge loops going in the right direction. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the eye a little bit more. As you can see from the front view, that it's, you know, the shape, if I take the transparency down, the shape is lined up to the eye socket. But if I go to the side view, that it's not at all curved with the face, because the face is there are no straight faces. Everything is curved like a cylinder. So let's take this and start to bring these back. Actually, I'm gonna adjust my transparency again. Make it back this way. Make it totally opaque. Okay. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna work in perspective for a little bit. I'm not going to be looking at the model, but I will be looking at it very soon and aligning things. We're not at the stage where it's gonna look, you know, like our reference model, but it's getting there. It's important to remember that your model can look a little scary and a little incomplete at times, but as long as you stick to the process of keeping it clean and making sure the edge loops are correct, that it will really all come together later on down the road. And that's the most satisfying part, is when your model really starts to look like what it is you want to make. Kind of makes all the hard work pay off. So so adjusting the eye, as you can see, I'm kind of making it curve back and follow the face a little bit more, the shape of the face. If we look at it in 3/4, now you can see that it's starting to curve more like the skull, shape. And you always want to be looking at the bone structure, because the muscles and everything else on the face really follows the bone structure. So if you actually model a skull, you can learn a lot about the proportions and the placement of all the different parts of the face, all the different organs on the face, like the eyes and the mouth. Okay, so let's attach these together. I'm going to snap these to the Y axis and just kind of pull this out, and then I'm going to align it to the face here. Okay, and then I'm going to add another span. Okay, let's bring this span out, and this is really going to start the bridge of the nose. As you can see, this section is going to connect the main nose area to the forehead, or the brow. And the brow is an important part of the face. You really want it to be strong and have a solid shape. If the brow isn't shaped right, really the whole face isn't as believable. So let's just bring these out a little bit more.